The air thins, your heart pounds, echoing in your ears like a drumbeat. Standing at the open door of an airplane thousands of feet above the ground, the world shrinks beneath you. The vast landscape below looks like a patchwork quilt, each piece a different shade of green and brown. Every instinct screams danger, yet a strange calm washes over you. It's a paradox, this blend of fear and tranquility, as if your mind and body are at odds. This is it, the moment of truth, the culmination of all your preparation and training. The jump master gives the signal. It's time to skydive. You take a deep breath, steadying yourself for the leap. I've faced my fair share of harrowing situations, from scaling treacherous cliffs to navigating scorching deserts. Each challenge has tested my limits, pushing me to the brink, but nothing quite compares to the raw, primal fear and exhilaration of skydiving. It's an experience that strips you down to your core. It's a dance with danger, a test of courage and a testament to the human spirit's unyielding desire to push boundaries. Each second in free fall feels like an eternity. The ground rushes towards you at an alarming speed, the wind screaming in your ears, threatening to rip you from the sky. Your senses are overwhelmed, yet you remain focused. But amidst the chaos, a strange sense of serenity takes hold. It's a moment of clarity, where everything else fades away. The world fades away, and for a fleeting moment you are suspended in a vacuum, detached from everything except the raw sensation of falling. It's a feeling of ultimate freedom, unmatched by anything else. The initial freefall is an adrenaline junkie's dream. The moment you step out of that plane, you're hit with an overwhelming rush of sensations. It's a sensory overload like no other. The wind whipping past your face, the sheer force of it almost taking your breath away. The ground rushing towards you at an incredible speed, making you acutely aware of the distance you're covering. The feeling of your stomach leaping into your throat, a sensation that is both thrilling and terrifying. It's a visceral, primal experience that strips away all pretense and leaves you bare, facing your fears head-on. In that moment, nothing else matters. As you plummet towards the earth at terminal velocity, you become acutely aware of every muscle in your body. Your senses sharpen, your mind races, and you feel more alive than ever. And you're flooded with a cocktail of adrenaline, fear, and exhilaration. It's a heady mix that leaves you craving more. It's a feeling unlike anything you've ever experienced, a potent mix of terror and euphoria that leaves you breathless, literally and figuratively. Every second feels like an eternity. But it's not just about the adrenaline rush, it's about the journey, the challenge, and the triumph. It's about conquering your fears, pushing your limits, and discovering a strength you never knew you had, and proving to yourself that you're capable of anything you set your mind to. The sense of accomplishment is unparalleled. It's about stepping outside your comfort zone and embracing the unknown. It's about living life to the fullest, one leap at a time. As you fall, the world transforms into a breathtaking tapestry of colors and textures. Rolling hills morph into miniature patches of green, rivers gleam like silver ribbons, and buildings shrink to the size of Lego blocks. The world from above is a breathtaking spectacle, a reminder of the vastness and beauty of our planet. The air, usually taken for granted, becomes a tangible force, a physical entity that you can feel pressing against your skin, holding you aloft. It's a humbling experience, a reminder that we are but small beings in a vast and indifferent universe. And then, just as your heart rate peaks and your mind races with 1,000 thoughts, you feel a gentle tug on your harness. The parachute has deployed. Section 4. Guardians of the Sky. Before you even set foot on a plane, you undergo rigorous training with experienced instructors. This training is designed to prepare you for every possible scenario you might encounter in the sky. From the moment you start, you are taught the fundamentals of skydiving, including body positioning, altitude awareness, and emergency procedures. They drill safety procedures into you, teaching you how to properly exit the aircraft, deploy your parachute, and land safely. These drills are repeated until they become second nature, ensuring that you can react instinctively in any situation. Every piece of equipment, from the parachute to the harness, is meticulously inspected and maintained to ensure maximum safety. The gear is checked and rechecked, with every component scrutinized to prevent any potential issues. And even if the unthinkable happens, a malfunctioning parachute for instance, you have a backup parachute. This secondary parachute is your lifeline, designed to deploy automatically if the main one fails, and a team of highly trained professionals on standby, ready to assist you every step of the way. These experts are prepared for any emergency, ensuring that you are never alone in the sky. Safety is paramount in skydiving. Every rule and procedure is designed with your well-being in mind, and adherence to these protocols is non-negotiable. It has to be when you're literally putting your life in the hands of a piece of fabric and some nylon cords. The reliability of this equipment is what makes the exhilarating experience of skydiving possible. But it's this meticulous attention to detail, this unwavering commitment to safety protocols, that allows you to truly let go and enjoy the experience. The thrill of freefall, the serenity of the descent, and the joy of landing safely are all made possible by the dedication to safety and preparation. Section 5. The World Unveiled. The initial shock of freefall gives way to an almost spiritual sense of tranquility as the parachute deploys. You're gently lowered back to Earth, no longer plummeting but floating, drifting on the wind like a feather. The world comes back into focus, but it looks different now. The colors seem more vibrant, the sounds sharper, the air sweeter. You've seen the world from a perspective few ever will, and it's changed you. This is your chance to soak in the views, to appreciate the beauty of the world from a completely different vantage point. You can see for miles in every direction, the horizon stretching out before you like an endless canvas. You can pick out landmarks, trace the paths of rivers, and marvel at the intricate patterns of human civilization spread out below. Section 6. Transformation in thin air. Skydiving is more than just a thrill ride. It's a transformative experience that stays with you long after you're back on solid ground. It teaches you about courage, about facing your fears and coming out stronger on the other side. The rush you experience when you conquer that fear, when you push past those self-imposed limitations, is unlike anything else. It's a feeling of empowerment, of realizing that you're capable of so much more than you thought possible. You develop a newfound appreciation for risk and reward, for pushing your boundaries and embracing the unknown. It's a lesson that extends far beyond the realm of skydiving, influencing your approach to challenges and opportunities in everyday life. Section 7. Embrace the leap. Skydiving isn't for the faint of heart. It's a challenge, a test of your limits, a confrontation with your deepest fears. But it's also an experience that can change your life, leaving you with a sense of accomplishment, empowerment, and a fresh perspective on the world. So if you're looking for a way to break free from the mundane, to challenge yourself physically and mentally, to experience the world from a whole new perspective, then I urge you to consider taking the leap. Skydiving might just be the most exhilarating, terrifying, and ultimately rewarding experience of your life. You might just surprise yourself with what you're capable of.